What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. This is the Joyful Sojourn, and I am back in my subscription box era because this is the second subscription box that I am receiving this month here in the month of May 2024. My first one was Jane's Agenda. Today, we are talking about cloth and paper. I took a nice sabbatical from cloth and paper just because I felt like the boxes were leaving something to be desired. And then they changed up their subscription box, dealio. And I thought I would give it a try. So they got rid of their Penspiration box, and now they're putting a pen or two in their regular box. The price point is a little bit higher, but I wanted to see what this kind of new iteration of cloth and paper is like. And so we are going to explore it together today. Again, this is the May 2024 box. And cloth and paper, don't let me down, man. Don't let me down. Oh, okay. I'm a little let down. This is not what I have come to expect from a subscription box, which typically is items wrapped in tissue paper, kind of collected nicely with cloth and paper. I know that they do like dust bags and like pen pouches. I wonder if the bag or pouch is this gray thing. Oh man, come on, cloth and paper. Don't let me down. All right, so the first thing I'll show you guys is the tour card. I'm going to set this aside. It's upside down. Set this aside, and I will be surprised with the items in here. But yeah, come on. I feel like these things were just thrown in here. There's not even really any padding. That's the other thing that is added with when you do tissue paper, is you get a little bit of extra kind of padding. But let's go ahead and pull this out. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like the plastic ripped. I don't know. I'm disappointed, because here's the thing. I'm looking for a luxurious experience in the simplicity of the packaging. And that, you know, you can be simple and still have a little bit of like tissue paper. I don't want to be negative. I did buy this with my own money, in case you're curious. Not sponsored. I'm not an affiliate. Yeah, I just, like, is this on purpose? I might need to go back and watch some other unboxings to see if people's items were wrapped differently. Because I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like this is, it doesn't look good. Oh, okay, well, here's the first item. It's an envelope bag. It's paper. So we're going to undo this and see what the shape looks like. It's a thin paper. This is not, doesn't feel very thick. Now should be able to pop open, and it does. The color's really pretty. It's like a dusty blue-gray. And it does open to be, that looks what, like 1.5 inches, maybe, wide. But it just feels like paper. Like, and it's already creasing and folded. Not folded, wrinkled. So, this is not the puffy bag of last month's box. Did you guys see that green puffy bag? This is not that. This is a paper bag. You guys, I'm sad. Okay, well, there's item number one. We'll just grab what we grab. So next we have, I'm excited for this. This is an acrylic straight edge ruler, but it is in a triangle shape. And I'm gonna go ahead and open this up because I like it. I am excited about this. I like it. The triangle makes it easy to pinch, you know, like this. So if I'm like, boop, 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 I got a good grip on it. You know, flat rulers can be kind of hard to manipulate and get up because they're flat. but this gives you something to hold on to. So we've got our 1-inch measurements there. Oh, can you see? Can you guys see how it's set up? So the numbers are halfway on the side, and then the measurements are down on the bottom, but because it's clear, it looks like the bottom is projected up to the numbers. I hope that makes sense. So it only works on one side because the numbers are only on one side, but that's okay. And then you have the cloth and paper information on that side. You deserve luxury. I do, don't I? I deserve luxury, like tissue paper. I know, I'm a little salty, you guys. I'm a little salty. All right, let's open this guy up. I mean, even this isn't like closed. I mean, I guess that happens. It happens. Okay, set of 2 pens. We've got a highlighter and an erasable highlighter. I've never had an erasable highlighter. So we've got the Pentel Illuma Flex. Okay, okay. I wonder if the rib on that is what makes it flex. Is it double-sided? It is. I love a double-sided moment. Shall we use this guy to sample? I can't say I see a flex on this or feel a flex, so I wonder what that means. Not my favorite color choice, just because it's a little bright for me, but it's a brand that I recognize, which is nice. Then we have the Pilot Friction Erasable Highlighter. Glad this one is in gray. I haven't tried their highlighters. I have plenty of Friction pens, but let's try this. This is supposed to be erasable. So I've done my lines. And now I'm gonna, ooh, y'all. All right, I'm getting a little smudgy. That could be because of this material. Let me grab a different option. Let's grab my Task Stickies from Hemlock and Oak and try them on these. Okay, no, maybe that's because there was adhesive on there at some point. No, it doesn't like that. Oh my goodness, I hope that that's a paper thing and not a pen thing. I need a regular piece of paper. In a world full of stationery supplies, one woman struggles to find a piece of paper. Hold on, guys. Oh. Hold on. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. Come on, pen. Don't let me down. Do I need to let it dry for a minute? Maybe that's what it is. Let it dry. Okay, I think you do need to let it sit for a second. If you go all hog wild right away, it's not gonna work. But look at that, it does work. It already looks like the ink is running out though. This has made me curious about the highlighters from Friction or from Pilot. So maybe I would try these again, but this one, it takes a bit of work, but it does work. And then if you want to bring it back, or if it disappears, you just put it in the freezer and it comes back. Okay, I'm like so-so on this. So far, we're excited about the ruler. Baby steps. Okay. Next, we have the Daily Note, Daily Graph Sticky Pages. Now, this was one reason why I was excited about this box. I really, really like graph grid right now. I'm like moving from dot grid to graph grid. I just like the way that it looks. It seems like it's so much easier to do like hourly time blocking and organizing like bullet lists. Funny enough, in the graph versus the dot grid, I just feel like it's easier. So this is a nice, I like this. I like this little notepad. So we've got 5 to 12. I'm guessing that this is for hourly time blocking, but I'm wondering, I guess you could highlight the time frame if this is like a specialty note for how you want to spend a specific period of time. So let's say I want to mark out how I'm going to use from 2 to 6. So maybe I would highlight 2 to 6 and then write down, I don't know, my overview of that time period, my to-dos, and then just notes. Or I guess you could just do it for work, maybe. This is an interesting layout. I'm trying to come up with ways that would make it productive and helpful for me. But because there's not, I guess you could write this way. If you wanted to assign things to certain times. I don't know. I'm going to have to watch their social media to see how people use this. I saw a reel with someone circling the date, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense because it's clearly time. There's not 31 numbers here. So yeah, really curious. How would you use this top section when it's clearly meant to be for time blocking when this section is so small? But this is cute. I like that you can put the date up here, and it is an easy grab and go. But this cardboard is not super thick. So I think that if this was something you were going to, you know, put in your bag, I think it would get a little damaged. And it feels like there is adhesive about 1/2 inch down. So it is like a sticky note. This would probably work best just as a supplement in your planner, ripping off a page and putting it if you need some more detailed time blocking. Let's say if you have a regular planner that is not hourly, if you needed to break something down, you could do that. So I think my original thought was that this would be kind of a standalone, but I think this really is a good supplement to your planner. Looking at it in that way, I could see why you would want to specify or have a specific chunk of time that you're looking to break down with this sticky note. Man, I hope that made sense, you guys. I'm not going to tell you how early it is, but it's early. It's early in the morning, you guys. All right, let's take a look and see what is in here. So looks like we've got an instructional sheet about how to use the graph grid, which I'm all about. But first, we have a matchbook. It actually is designed like a matchbook. Well, that's cute. So let's open this guy up and see what we got going on. I hope it's more than just cute. I hope that it is functional. Oh, I like the aesthetic. We've got some neutral colors in here. Got that grid pattern, a taupey color, and then kind of a blue-gray. And these are page flags. And how? Oh. So it's got adhesive here on the end. So you would just pull it off and stick it down. It's not raised too bad. That's what I always worry about with page flags like this, that they don't like lay flat enough, but that actually did pretty well. So there was the first one. Let's see if we can replicate that with each of the colors. I think the key really is pulling out like horizontally versus lifting up. So I'm just going to pull as carefully as possible. Yeah, and that's going to make it sit way more flat. Let's do one more. Trying to really focus on pulling out versus up. That one might have gotten more than one. Nope. So it's still kind of, you're going to get that. You're going to get that with these page flags that are smaller in any brand. But that is a cute concept. This would be good for gift giving if you wanted something a little kitschy. Cute. All right, we've got our monthly reflection card, which is now a mirror. And this month's reflection is, hopefully I can do this without blinding you guys, latitude. So it's just like a journaling card, but it's a mirror and it says latitude on it. I'm trying to stay at an angle where I don't blind you. So there is the monthly reflection card. Of course, we get the July pop-up. So this is going to pop up like this. I'm not going to do it just because it's going to take up too much space right now, but got our pop-up card. Curious to know, do y'all miss the other way that they did the monthlies where it was like a journaling card and it was plastic? I do. I kind of miss those cards because they could be used decoratively in your planner and they could be used to store washi tape. These are less useful for me, but I'm curious, do you prefer the pop-up calendar? Let me know down below. We have a member access card. Not going to show this to you, but this, if you are a member of the club, of the subscription box, member of the subscription box club. We're in a club, you guys. You do get access to a shop that has more of these items for sale that are exclusive, items that are exclusive to the box. You can buy more if you want to restock. I think there's also additional video content for how to use products. So I really like this. This is cardstock, but it shows the different ways that you can use grid. And I think that that's really helpful if grid paper is new to you, but you can see how nice it is for lines, for your check boxes, making graphs. Yeah, I think that's nice. This is a gray paper using the grid. I wonder if people will actually put this in their planner or what, if it's meant to be an aesthetic thing. I'm not sure. All right, a lot of people were super pumped about this dashboard. This is a, oh, and I got the half letter box because it's the one size that I kind of go more minimalist in because Happy Planner doesn't do half letter. So when I use like Jane's Agenda and cloth and paper, it's typically in this half letter size, if you're curious about that. Okay, so a lot of people have been talking about this fluted dashboard cover. This is thick plastic. Can you see the width on this? This feels like, I mean, it's hard. So this is going to add a lot of bulk to your planner or to your notebook. So you are going to want to make sure that you have cleared out some space for this. This also has a clear protective covering over it, as you can see here, and it's going to be a lot more clear when you take it off from both sides. I'm not going to do that just because I'm not sure I want to keep this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So I like the idea of this. I liked the aesthetic of it, seeing it over on Instagram, but it's not particularly practical if you already have a really, really thick planner. Here is the dashboard for the month. It says Rhythm. Got a little bit of color in there. I like that. Really nice dashboards. I feel like their dashboards are always excellent. The quality is really good. The print quality is really good. So I really like their dashboards. The aesthetic of this one is a little bit nicer, I think, than some of the previous ones. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but man, I feel like I'm like just salty today. But I don't know if please let me know if I'm the only one here. But the aesthetic of like pictures of their office chairs, not really my thing. And they've been doing that a lot. So I'm happy to see something that looks a little bit different. But I want to show you what they were showing us on Instagram. And it's just that this texture creates like a bit of an experience. And I think that's really fun, but it's not practical in that if your dashboard is attached to discs, you won't be doing this to get that kind of tactile and I guess visual tactile experience because it's attached to discs. What you're going to be doing is this, right? So I think it takes away from the coolness knowing that you're not going to be able to experience that a lot. Instead, you're taking up, actually, I'm kind of curious and I'm bad with measurements, but how many, All right, well, this is inches, so, but I guess we could go this way. I mean, what is that, a centimeter of like a pretty weighted piece of plastic in your planner. So I have mixed feelings about this. I want to like it because I think it's really cool and I've never seen anything like it. I guess if you're a textures person or you have ADD, this could be satisfying. You know, you're sitting at your planner, you just open it up and you want to do that. It feels nice. But, you know, the impact of this is not going to be great when it's actually attached to your planner. So I'm on the fence about this, you guys. Okay, so here was the dashboard. We talked about that. Now let's get into what I am really excited about, and that is the graph bundle, because I actually will use these. I love graph paper. This gets me excited. So we have different layouts for the graph. So here is the first one. We've got a big open graph section here, space for your date, and then a column here. So you could have this be your checklist and have your line items here with your checks. Line item check. Or you could put, you know, the item you need to complete and the date that you completed it. And then tasks down here. Same thing. You can list your task and then the date you completed it, or checkbox, or let's say you wanted to add here different steps to completing the process, then you can check off or use a dot pen with each step. I like this guy a lot, and it is double-sided. So fun, fun, fun. Okay, so how many sheets did we get of that style? We got one, two, three, four. 4 double-sided sheets of this style of graph. Next, we have time blocking, which I am a big proponent of. I've talked a little bit about this over on Instagram. I created a reel as well, kind of going over why I like the time blocking method. But here we have 5 a.m. to 12 midnight, and just open graph grid here. You can circle the day of the week, write in the date, and then you have open brain depth space down here. This is really great. If they don't have a layout like this available, we should do that for next year, because I think it would be really, really nice. So let's see how many pieces we have of this. It is double-sided, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 8 days of this layout. Next we have, ooh, interesting, 1 through 12. And this is like, I guess like a checklist. Let's see if they have any other tips or suggestions for this. I guess you could just do top 12. You could make a chart. You could do time blocking, but I guess if you wanted to do like, this is the morning and this is the afternoon. So you would do your time blocking here, and then you'd do your time blocking over here. So that's an interesting way to look at your day. I don't hate that. I might have to try this out and see how it works, having it down the center and then split, because it certainly gives you more space down here for your brain dumping. And actually, when you look at these two together, it makes a lot of sense, because it's not often that I will do time blocking and need a ton of space over on this side. So this kind of uses lifting this up and having your morning and afternoon up here gives you, yeah, way more space. I kind of like that. I kind of like it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 pages of that is 8 days of that style. Different format here, just open graph grid, but we've got an extra column here, and then notes and tasks. I don't like this kind of structure. I think I'd rather create my own headers if it's going to be broken down like this. But I can see this being functional as well. I'm guessing we're going to have 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, yes, 4 pages of that. And it looks like we're going to get some suggestions for how to use it. Fabulous. I wish I had seen this first. So this makes more sense looking at this. It's almost more like journaling. So you've got, you could probably decorate this as well, but you've got your affirmation, some notes, your journaling, weather, how you're feeling, something that you tried for the first time, and then you have your tasks down at the bottom. Oh, okay. Here we have a sample of the hourly. Got your affirmations and your notes down below with some journaling. Then we have, yep, this is exactly how they did it. They did the morning and the afternoon affirmation, notes, and journaling. So they're kind of showing us how it's all the same information, but it's formatted a little differently. And then lastly, we have our affirmation, our to-dos. Oh, wait, no. Here's our to-dos. No, notes. And then tasks is being used as your to-dos. Well, that's helpful. I love that they've given us a sample for how to use these. So make sure if you are getting this box, do not neglect these pages at the back, because they're going to give you tips on how to use these. Well, I would say favorite items of this box are the inserts and the acrylic ruler. I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of those items. The question is, are the inserts and the ruler worth the, what, $55, something like that I spent? The answer to that is no. But man, I want to like this. If you got the box and you're super excited about this dashboard, can you tell me why? Is it the texture? Do you have any thoughts on the weight that it is going to add to your planner and the practicality of it? I would love to hear your perspective, so please leave me a comment down below. I'm going to keep getting the cloth and paper box for a while since they've changed it up, and I am curious about how the new subscription setup is going to go. But I really am hoping for better quality bags and the packaging. I hope the packaging improves. Maybe mine just got thrown together quickly, but I'm going to go and watch some other videos, or leave me a comment as well. Did yours have tissue in it, tissue paper? Or did it seem like it was thrown together? I'm just curious if it was a one-off thing. You know, I try not to be critical. I try to be just really realistic with what my unboxing experience is, my flip-through experience, all of that. But it's really, man, yeah, it's hard when I feel like companies could do just a little bit better. A little bit better. So we will see what Cloth and Paper has in store for us next month, but I would love to hear your thoughts on this box. Please leave me a comment down below. And come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. If you want to hang out with me again, I sure hope that you do. I promise I am not always a negative Nancy. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, friend, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I will see you in my next video.